Namaste viewers, welcome to Sri Anantha YouTube channel. Today we have Professor Dr. A.V. Srinivasan Swamiji with us. Let's ask Swamiji about the days he spent with Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba. Swamiji, you have spent valuable time with Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba. Could you please tell us more about Baba's daily routine?
Embodiments of love. My humble pranams at the divine feet of our beloved Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. In order to speak about Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba in a general course, I consider it is difficult. The non-existent who is among us in the form of existence, who is omnipresent, omnipotent, who is in the transcendental plane, in the cosmos, and who descended to this earth to serve the nation. His services is notable not only in the society, but if we take in a spiritual aspect, he has bestowed the knowledge, the divine knowledge, to many of his disciples and the devotees. In my lifespan with him, more than 3.5 decades, I have seen Bhagavan Baba, who always engaged himself for the sake of the society, who indulged in service, whether it is educational, whether it is medicine, whether it is development of the rural sectors related to water projects or construction of their homes, orphanages and whatnot. Besides this, every morning he comes for the darshan around 6 to 6:30, and till night he will be occupied with all the activities of the trust. And if you see, not like a normal man, he always eat thrice or 4 times in a day, hardly one time, and that too what we called is millets, ragi millets. With that, he sustained his life and he served everyone. His dictum is love all, serve all, help our, hurt never. My life is my message. That was his dictum. In order to understand what should be one's life, it means you are born not for the sake of yourself. You are born to render service to the society, others, the selfless service. When you render such selfless services, your life has some meaning. That will pass on as a message to the society. When you sacrifice yourself, then others will also, seeing you, will sacrifice their life. In this regard, I learnt one thing from Bhagavan Baba, what is meant by life is. Bhagavan Baba told, life is predetermined. Does it mean that we are predetermining our life? Not at all. We cannot determine anything in our life without His will. So that is why in Bhagavad Gita also it is said, without His will nothing can move, not even a leaf. So our life is also predetermined by Him. Then why we should bother? Second, life is predestined, he said. Why life is predestined? What He has determined, it is destined. And that is our destiny. We cannot change our destiny. So you have to understand only these two principles. Life is predetermined and life is predestined. That's what he says, life is my message. So he not only predetermined for us, he predetermined for him, he predestined his life himself. So in such cases, what next is there? Life is sacrifice. So this life is not meant for our sake, not to enjoy the mundane pleasures, but to render services to the needy. That's what Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba has done in his life. And moreover, finally he says, when you ready to accept the sacrifice, it means you have accepted everything in your life. So life is acceptance. So whatever may come, you have to accept. You cannot reject that. Simply you cannot escape and run away from the cause and consequences of your actions. Never consider that it is your action, it is the action of that Supreme. So that is why he said life is predetermined and predestined by him. So in his life I have seen always he was carrying out the services for the needy, for the poor, and he helped many people medically, and even to the extent where the doctors give up their hands to save a patient's life. He comes and tells them, your cancer is cancelled. If you are having cardiac arrest, okay, it will be over, you will be fine. So like that I have seen many such miracles. Even for certain peoples, he has made transformation in them. That is the greatest miracle. So such kind of message which he has imparted among us, that is what the life is. So everyone should understand what the life is meant is for the sake of others. Paropaharam idam shariram. So always render the service to others with selfless attitude. Definitely we will attain the feet of that Lord. Thank you. God bless everyone.